Hello Eurovision friends and hey neighbors, thank you for coming to my channel Eurovision Histories. For this, my very initial first reaction, analysis and rating of the Dutch entry for Eurovision 2025, which was premiered on the official channel of the Eurovision Song Contest. Unfortunately, there was a leak yesterday, but now we have the song, the video and everything, and it is C'est la vie by the very interesting artist Claude, who has had a bunch of hits in the Netherlands. The special thing about his songs is that he sings them in Dutch and in French. This song for Eurovision, C'est la vie, is in English and in French. But I first have to tell you what I'm going to do in this video. I will be rating this song and performance, well, the video, giving it points from 1 to 5. I will also try to predict how the Netherlands will do at Eurovision this year. And then we'll also have a quick look at your votes and comments from the community tab of my channel. Thank you for participating in that. And if you want to participate in the votes, you got to subscribe to the channel. So let's start with the lyrics. I just said that they are in English and in French. I'm a bit sad that they're not in Dutch and in French, but I understand why the combination Dutch and French is not understood by all too many people. So for Eurovision, I understand that it's in English and in French. And the song has a very lovely personal touch because it starts with him saying that his mom always told him or was singing to him what life is all about. And he keeps repeating, La vie, c'est comme ça, c'est la vie. C'est comme ci, c'est comme ça. It goes up, it goes down, it goes around. So there's lots of changes happening in life. And this intro where he says, my mom told me this, gives us a lovely personal touch. It kind of reminded me of a Stromae song as well, not just because it is danceable, but because it has this personal message and personal connection as well. And I really like that. And here, the English and French, the mix in the song also really works, because when he sings in English, he is telling us his story and how his mom told him all of this. And when he sings in French, it is kind of repeating what his mom told him in his mother tongue. Makes a lot of sense that it's called mother tongue. So I really like that. What I don't love about the lyrics is that the French in them is very A1 level French, like misérable mélodie, 1, 2, 3. He counts as well. La vie en rose. I love the hint to Edith Piaf, but you know, it's French that everyone understands. I'm guessing that's why they put it in there, because it's the kind of words that everyone in Europe will have heard at least once. If you don't know what misérable or mélodie means, I don't know what is going on, but it is a bit level A1 French. And it's also a little bit repetitive. He keeps repeating the same thing in English and then repeats it in French. And also the la 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 in the chorus. If you know me, you know I don't love that, but still. I do like the lyrics because of the personal touch and also this great mix of English and French. I gave them 3.5 points, and that's the lowest points I gave to this song. I can already tell you that, because the voice, when I say I want a good voice, this is exactly what I want. This is such a great voice. He is so deep at the beginning. I love a deep voice. It is so soft and rich and strong and intense at the same time, to be able to be so soft and put so much emotion into your voice and still have this intensity to it. I absolutely love it. It feels very soothing to me as well, and also incredibly natural and authentic, which is great. And what I like is that it starts like that with the slow piano part at the beginning, and that kind of lends itself to a vocal performance like this. But even when the beat kicks in and the chorus with the C'est la 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 vie starts, he still has this quality about his voice, this emotion in the voice, which just stays. And it's great that we get introduced to it in a slower part of the song, and then it remains in the more danceable, upbeat part of the song. So I really love that. And I also really like the proclamation, I call it. I don't know if that makes sense in English, but when he sings La vie en rose, la vie en noir, he really proclaims it to the whole world, and you really get the feeling that you want and have to listen to him. And I really love that. And so the vocal is just exactly what I want, because this is my personal subjective opinion here. So 5 points for this great voice. For the performance, I love him as well. It is just a video clip, just a music video, but I still got a feeling for what kind of a performer and what kind of a person, kind of also what kind of a personality he is. I think he can sell this song because it tells his story as well. I love the dance moves with little Claude, but also with the dancers. And there are some like really individual, full of life and verve dance moves that I really, really like. He brings that to the stage, I really love that. And he really finds the balance as well between emotion and this more, yeah, life affirming way of dancing. So really love that. 5 points for the performance as well. Now we only have a video, not a staging yet, but I really look forward to see the staging here. But I absolutely love this video. I love the nod to Eurovision at the beginning with the winner is and Rise Like a Phoenix, I think. They had a very short clip. I love the little Claude and the handography little Claude and grown-up Claude do together. It works so well with the vibe of the song, with the instrumentation. Love that. I hope they keep that for the staging. I've seen a few people comment that it reminds them of Stromae, but I don't really care. I think it really adds to the vibe of the song. And then you have the dancers that do more of a modern dance, and the video kind of tells a story because grown up Claude, first of all, dances, does the handography with little Claude, then he joins the more professional dancers, and it's like growing up, learning to do the dance and integrate into society and stuff like that. And he also kind of joins the dancers, does the same dance moves, but then there are other times where he has very individual, cool dance moves, where it's kind of this balance between fitting in and being your own self, kind of Lucio Corsi in a way. And I like that this is symbolized in the music video as well. And then at the end, he's does the handography again with little Claude, kind of remembering what his roots are. So I really, really like that. And yeah, the video just shows great creativity. I think there's a great staging in the video already, starting alone, adding dancers in the danceable part, and ending alone again. Hopefully, with some background that tells the story that this is about his mom singing to him. That would be very helpful. But the video itself, I really, really love. I love the dance moves as well, as I said. So 5 points for the video. The song, I do like and love the piano intro, the single notes, and then it kind of becomes a French chanson kind of thing. It reminded me of Voila by Barbara Pravi a little bit. The dynamics as well feels a bit like a carousel, which works with the lyrics as well. So I like that. It does feel a bit stereotypically French at the beginning, like a stereotypical French chanson with some of the instrumentation, but I still love that. And then when the beat kicks in, it's kind of a harsh transition in a way, but it works, I think. And the beat stays throughout the song until the very end when it slows down again. And I do like that as well. So it starts slowly, then builds up and is slow again at the end. So kind of like life in a way. So C'est la vie is really C'est la vie. I have to say that it feels a bit repetitive. There's a good thing about it that we have kind of two choruses. That can be good because people can like one and not like the other so much. For me, for example, I love the pre-chorus, but the chorus is a bit meh for me. So that's a good thing, but it also makes it feel a bit repetitive at the end. But that's also a bit like life. Life is a bit repetitive. But what really convinces me in this song is the vibe I get when listening to it. It's soft, but still danceable. There's a lot of emotion, but it feels like a soft spring day kind of thing. Like you still have a bit of depression from winter, but you're already seeing the dance you do during the summer kind of thing. So I really like that. I think it's a kind of a spring song for me. And because I like the vibe so much and also the instrumentation and lots of other things, I gave this 5 points in the end because this will be one of my favorite songs. And this is my personal subjective opinion, as I said. The song counts 3 times and everything else counts once, which gives us an overall point total of 4.75 points for the Netherlands. So you might notice that I love this song quite a lot. And if I can say this, after being disqualified last year, I think this is so refreshing to see that the Netherlands bring a song like this quality, something that could do really, really well, and not a song that makes fun of Eurovision or something like that. Really love that, and I'm so happy that Claude agreed to go after all the drama last year. Before I tell you my prediction for the Netherlands, do subscribe to this channel. Only a third of you watching this video are yada, yada, yada. Just subscribe and I don't have to say it anymore. Now, for my prediction, I always look at which semifinal the country is in. The Netherlands are in the second half of semifinal 1. They have Belgium. There's no France in here and no Luxembourg that could like the song for the French in it, even though because it's such a stereotypical French in the lyrics, like A1 level French. I'm not sure France and Luxembourg would actually love this. So I think the mix of countries we have in here with Belgium, I think Norway could go for a song like this. I think Switzerland, Italy, Spain. There's lots of countries that like this kind of music, I do believe. So that's okay for the Netherlands. And also being in the second half will help this be memorable. It's a very catchy song, I have to say. The Netherlands have a very good qualification rate of the last 10 editions. In their case, 9 editions, because they were pre-qualified after their win. So yeah, I think everything looks quite good for the Netherlands. And we have televote only semifinals. And I think this song has a lot of things that the televoters will like. I think a lot of people will connect to the emotion in the song at the beginning of the song. It is a very catchy tune with 2 hooks and choruses that people can get into. So that will help. It is a danceable song. I thought a bit about, is the piano part too long at the beginning? And some people might be like, another ballad, so let me go to the toilet or something like that, if they like more upbeat dance songs. But I think the combination of the two also what makes this special. And so in the end, I think this will qualify. I will do another video on the whole semifinal and predict all of the countries. I know that I usually predict that the country will qualify, but in this case, I'm really sure, even after all the songs we have already heard. And then when it gets to the final, I think this could do very well, because I do think this is the kind of song that could be a compromise between the jury and the televote. That can be a detriment, because if you are trying to please too many people, you could not please anyone, but I don't see that with this song. So with the televote, I'm predicting 5th to 15th, so lower top 10 to top 15. I really think that could happen with his charisma as well, the way he can sell the song. It's danceable, there's a lot of emotion, it's very catchy. And for the juries, now I thought about, what do the juries like? They like a good voice, check. They like a song that could be a radio hit. I think check here as well. They don't really like national languages, but you have a lot of English in here as well, check. And they like good staging. And I think the Netherlands will have a good staging, so check again. And it is a good composition as well, the kind of thing that the juries like. And so I think that this could be a top 10 song for the juries. And when I say top 10, I really mean 1st to 10th place, somewhere in there. I can't quite say yet which one, because I think a lot of it will depend on the staging, also for the televote. And so the range is quite big for this one, because we don't have a staging yet, but I think this could come 2nd to 12th, something in there. But I don't see this doing worse, because I think it is a very good song. Now, before I let you go, let's have a look at some of your votes and comments from the community tab of my channel as well. 22% of you gave this 5 points, 40% 4 points, 31% 3 points, and only 7% 1 or 2 points. I think especially seeing that 22% gave this 5 points and are kind of in the group that could vote for the song at Eurovision gives you good indication that this could be a very popular entry, and overall quite good result, especially with this low number of 1 and 2 stars. Let's have a look at some of your comments as well. Silent Station says, nice melody and overall a pleasant song for sure. My main problem with it is that, at least for now, somehow the song doesn't feel genuine, but rather made for something to me. Can't really explain it better. We have some really genuine songs already with a very authentic, emotional vibe this year, and it somehow does feel different. I can see why you think that because it does have all of these hooks, these different choruses, the repetitions as well. And it does feel a bit made for Eurovision. The fact that he sings in English, not in Dutch, could support that. So I kind of see where you're coming from with this, but I do feel that he really means what he sings in the song. Alexis says, I'm French. Okay. And honestly, I find the song way too cliche. Claude has a really nice voice and seems very sweet, but I don't connect with the song. For me, the mixing of the French and English lyrics didn't work. Also, it's like they used all the most known French words in the world and they made a song with it. I do think they did that. They used a lot of words everyone knows. So that could support Silent Station's argument. Actually, this was made for Eurovision. And so they used only the most basic words. But I mean, I do understand why they did it in a way. Then we have Liam Tornquist who says, in over a decade, I have wished Belgium to send Stromae. This is as close as it gets, and I don't complain. Yet another great Dutch entry. There indeed were lots of references to Stromae in the comments to this song, which I can kind of understand because of the emotional topic and also the dance moves. And then Brisa Gella says, it feels nice to have a song I can see myself listening to quite a few times after getting bored of listening to many of this year's entries quickly. I do wish the lyrics were a bit more poetic, however, because it feels like poetic lyrics would suit the song. Agreed. I can agree with that. I think there is more potential in these lyrics. That's the part that I gave the lowest points to, and they don't seem that poetic in some ways. But also, it's the story of a mom telling her kid what life is. So maybe that's why the lyrics are a bit simple as well. Then Kukirolo says, unlike some, I really like the mix of English and French. It's not a revolutionary song, but Claude's voice is very nice, and I hope he can perform live the same way. I think he can. I saw a few videos. And then, shockingly, Costas agrees with me, a simple yet intimate and beautiful song. Bravo, Claude. And that's a great comment, I think, to end the video with. Do comment on in the comment section of this video as well how you think the Netherlands will do, how you like the song as well. Do subscribe to my channel, and then I might see you for my next video. See you then, and bye bye.